When you first started week one, you were kind of like, I don't know what I'm getting into. Let me see how this thing works out. And now at week 12, how do you see a difference?
I feel a lot stronger. I noticed that I want to go work out, even if it's going outside, going bike riding, be physical, I have more activities in my life, taking more pride in my appearance also, but my health and everything else. So it's not just the way I look, but also how the way I feel. A lot of anxiety that I was feeling has to do with like past traumas. And so I noticed that a lot of triggers, when I received the trigger, I would eat. And that's how I coped with things. Yeah. And now if I feel that way, I take deep breaths, I meditate, go for a walk, do your videos. You have your muscle strengthening sessions and then your sweat sessions. And the way you combine them, they really work.
Now, you've never tried the Agogie pants until these 12 weeks. So how have you seen a difference?
To be honest, I hate working out without them, or I dislike working out without them, only because there is a huge difference, especially when you're doing your lower body workouts, your squats, and then your leg, like when you do the bicycles or the leg kicks, you can really feel it there, the resistance. And we burn more calories using the pants than not using the pants. There's other band pants, but these band pants are very, they have more bands in the actual pants, and they're thick, and the resistance is amazing, and they're comfortable and they're stylish. So I actually wear them to go food shopping. I wear them to walk around.
You don't even realize it. Like, it could be like an extra walk. Like anytime I know I'm going to be going for extra walk, when we went like apple picking, we went like anytime I'm like, let me grab my pants because I know I can sneak in a little workout here somehow. Because the whole point of this is to change your thought process, to make you more aware. And if you're going to have something, think about, okay, well, I had this earlier, just kind of having that mental conversation in your head that you might not have had before.
Yes, even the taste of food too. I noticed that if I have something, even I haven't had pizza in a while, but I love pizza. I'm not going to stop eating pizza, but I noticed that if I take like a multi-grain wrap or a wheat wrap, and I make a pizza there with low-fat cheese, and I do the pizza the way I like my pizza, I'm still getting that satisfaction that I would get. I don't need to have like a lot of grease, and I notice that there's a difference in my taste palette.
How about, let's say, preparation? Are you thinking a lot more? Are you shopping differently? Is your day kind of planned out differently now?
Went to see a bunch of like venues yesterday. And I still got home and spoke to my son about meal prepping, because he's getting into meal prepping now. We're doing it in mason jars. So we're making salads.
Okay,
and we're putting jars, and they last like 7 days. Yeah. And he takes a whole mason jar to school for lunch, and I'm carrying my mason jar. You put in a little cooler, and honestly, it's the best meal. And then I think just seeing me motivated him. I believe that, because as soon as I started doing those things, he started doing those things. Yeah. Even though my daughter does it every day, but I that was such a difference for my son, because my son and I are very close. And I noticed that it helped our relationship. We're more communicative. It's just a lot happier in the households, and I'm so happy about that.
You're an entrepreneur. How has this changed your whole outlook on your work and what you do?
I'm taking more leaps and bounds. I'm not doing baby steps anymore. So I think that was more of a fear trigger, where you feel that anxiety and fear to take certain steps, because being a single mom, you're thinking, okay, well, financially, I don't want to go out of business, or am I going to take this big risk and spend the money that I have? And so I think I'm different. I'm thinking a lot differently now. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm taking a lot more leaps, but I'm also being more organized with it. So I was embarrassed before. I was a little ashamed of myself. I was depressed. I wasn't living in my purpose. And now I'm living in my purpose. So therefore I'm allowing people in.
Do you feel that confidence difference from when you first started?
I just went back into that positive mindset that had left me for a little bit there. And I felt like your program, your coaching, your positive energy, it helped reset me so much. And I want to thank you for that, because you adjusted the program for me, for my health ailments, which is, lupus, my autoimmune disease, my ankle, my knees, and all this. But you were like, okay, well, at least give me 3 workouts a week. And I would try to give you more than that, because at the beginning, like I said, I was doing it because I didn't want to let you down. And then I ended up doing it because I didn't want to let myself down.
I know it's done a lot for you, but it's done so much for me. Because it just gave me the confidence to know that, to remind me of why I do this. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Oh my God.
A lot of people have just given up that hope and say that they just can't do it. It's too late. I'm too old. I'm too tired. I have no time. And those excuses just don't exist. It's never too late. And it's, there's always time. There's always time. You just have to find it.
I live with all those excuses, and you feel, when you're living in it, you don't see it, that they're excuses, right? Because you actually believe it. You believe those limitations. But when you start pushing through those limitations and you see what you can actually accomplish, and you start seeing the results, it's so like motivating, and so it awakens you.